So I got a really old washer and some really old detergent, and I want to find out, will this combination wash my clothes better than a modern washer with modern soap? Let's find out. So I got this really cool old box of Tide. My understanding is that it's from the 50s. Back in the 50s, Tide was really trying to break into the market, and they started giving away their soap with every new washing machine purchased. And, you know, I guess it worked because everybody really liked it. The cool thing about is that Tide is for so many other things. Good for fine fabrics, woolens, even linoleum, but also, did you know you could wash your dishes with Tide? So I thought that was kind of cool. No dishpan ring, no dulling film. Dishes and glasses dry sparkling clean, even without wiping. And remember, no detergent, even those made especially for dishwashing, is milder for hands than Tide. You could always use it on bath fixtures, tiles, stove, refrigerator, windows, screens, painted walls, woodwork, floors, painted furniture. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm going to wash my clothes, and I'm going to wash them in accordance to the directions of the detergent. The instructions for a top-load washer, a top-load automatic washer, is to add enough Tide to give active suds during the wash cycle. Start with 1 to 1.5 cups of Tide, using somewhat more in hard water or if clothes are heavily soiled. After a few washings, you will be able to tell just how much Tide you need for your washing conditions. Remember, Tide's full action suds are your best indication of the right amount of Tide. I'm not going to put 1.5 cups of soap in here. I'll probably put a cup, and that'll probably be enough. I thought that was kind of interesting. Like, that's a lot of detergent. It was pretty cool. I kind of, aside from my older washing machines, I do have a small, just kind of a small collection of old detergent boxes, and I feel bad opening this one, but I have another one that's in kind of nicer condition than this, so decided I was going to do it. And it's being recorded, so it's not like it's going to waste. This is going to go on in history. So my first load I'm going to do is I'm going to clean my fleece-lined work pants. And for those of you who don't know, this washer that I'm using is an old 1970s era Speed Queen washer. So the washer is much newer in age than the soap. This design of washer on par with most machines from the 50s. So this is a typical standard tub machine that uses plenty of water, that has a pretty aggressive agitator, and is relatively crude in its washing action. You'll see when this thing is running, like, there's nothing sophisticated about this machine. I mean, it is obliterating the dirt out of your clothes by sheer brute force. Let's add some soap. So I'm going to use my Frigidaire cup, and I'm just going to put 1 cup of detergent. If I go a little, maybe I'll put like a full glass just so it's like a little bit more than a cup. Now, the one thing I think it's worth noticing about this detergent is that it's not it's not fragrant at all, actually. I was terribly curious to find out. I opened it, and it more or less doesn't smell like anything. Maybe that wasn't really that big of a thing back then. Maybe they were more interested in the soap than the fragrance. Anyways, there's a little over a cup of soap. I kind of filled the glass up to the top. So we're gonna start with that. It seems like a lot to me. We're gonna pay attention to pants number 3. This is the right knee. I'm pretty sure that these are stains, and I probably have shown these particular stains in previous videos, but I might be wrong. I'm not sure, but we'll see how that one works out. This is the left knee, which does have some. These are permanent stains. I know that those would not come out, so I don't think that is going to be much of an improvement. So my last pair, pants number 5. These are overall pretty dirty. I don't remember what I was doing this day, but I was doing a significant amount of work. So this is the right knee. And yeah, this is, I don't know, this is like either very light grease or heavy dirt. I'm not really sure. And then this is the left knee. I think those spots should come off. I don't remember those. So, I don't know. This is a pretty full load. I don't really feel like super awesome about putting 6 pair. I probably should have put 5, but I have 6 and I want to get my laundry done. So I'm going to pick warm wash, regular agitate and spin. I'm going to pick obviously the full maximum fill. And let me grab a couple microfiber towels so you guys could see the rollover. Here we go. Well, that was pretty interesting. I didn't feel like after this started agitating that I had overloaded it, so I guess 6 is okay for this machine. Detergent wasn't very practically unscented, so there's not really any scent, but I want to check my pants. I know I had that number 3. Oh, here's number 3. I know number 3 had something going on the left and the right knee, so let's see what... So, it's cleaner, but it didn't get these little stains out. That's the right knee. And this is the... it's the left knee. That's pretty respectable. I was actually really impressed with the amount of suds that this produced. I mean, it was like... it was pretty intense. When it started to spin, it started to fling like suds out of the tub. It was like snowing in here. This, I think the other one was number 5. So this washer is very aggressive with its wash action, and I do kind of like it, but as aggressive as this machine is, it's not like... I wish it did a better job rinsing. Here's number 5. Okay. Like, I think this washer is like one spray rinse away from being like a fantastic machine. So this is the left knee, which is pretty good. I thought I'll have to look at the video again, but I'll put it side by side so you guys could see the difference. That looks pretty good. And then this is the right knee. Oh, it did pretty good. This one had those speckles all over the place, and now there's very, very little left. So I'd say this was probably a success. One reason why old soap is, you know, quote unquote better than new soap is older soap contained trisodium polyphosphates, which is for short phosphates. And phosphates were really good at like breaking the water, so to speak. So when you break the water, you kind of get rid of like the mineral content of it, and it makes the water super soft. And when the water is soft, the soap is much more effective because it's spending less time. I might be butchering this, guys, I'm sorry. But basically, the softer the water, the more effective your soap is going to be. I don't know the exact science behind it, but I'm almost certain it has something to do with reducing the minerals. It like allows like less soap to be more effective, so you just kind of work it like that. That's why, generally speaking, if you have a water softener system in your house, then you would be using a lot less soap because you need less soap to break your water to make it kind of like more conditioned for suds. I'm gonna do my laundry with this old soap for the rest of the my two more loads to do, my whites and my colored shirts. And then I'm gonna do the ketchup test. I think that's gonna be a very interesting comparison. So I'll be able to do like an apples to apples load of towels. And the only thing that I'm gonna change is the first load I'm gonna do a Tide Pod, and the second load I'm gonna do the recommended amount of old school detergent, and we'll kind of see what happens. I think it'd be interesting to see. I would bet that the Tide Pod is probably going to do better. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. Thanks for watching.